Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching me from. Good morning, good evening, all dependent on your geographical location. So we live at different timelines. While I'm experiencing sunshine right now, some people are experiencing rainfall. While I'm experiencing daylight, some people are experiencing darkness, night time. So ọ dị iche ebe ọ bụ n'ụwa na-eme ntụgharị. So I want to talk about palm frond. But before I go on, I'd like to call out my phone number for the sake of ndị omekome, scammers. They put up my pictures. They can put up my picture and give you a different number, but they can never put up my video and change my number. So if you're watching any of my videos and you don't hear my number in the beginning, you need to investigate that video. So I'll call my phone number. It remains 070-305-70506. So today I want to talk about palm frond. Nkwụ, the young one. Nke ka na-eto eto. Nke ka na-apụta, nke na-akabere aka. This one that is still very tender. That's what I want to talk about. And it coincided, not even coincided, because there is no coincidence. Nandi in the church, in the Catholic, also in the Catholic, some Orthodox churches, they did their triumphant entry. We found out their Palm Sunday. Everybody went to collect Omo. And they are singing Meya Meya Eze Ora. Now let's talk about the spirituality of palm frond. The representation, the spiritual uses, and what it stands for in the spirit. Now let's talk about it. First of all, when they say Meya Eze Ora, what is aura? When you talk about aura in spirituality, especially Igbo and Egypt, Kemet, the ancient Kemet, aura, Ra, aura. Aura in Igbo spirituality is simply the sun. You can also call it Obara. Aura, Obara, Obara, and all those things is about the sun, about the consciousness, the higher consciousness. And then they are trying to portray Jesus. Jesus is actually a plagiarism of the sun. The triumphant entry. Let me start from there. The triumphant entry is something that is symbolic to the Igbos. Nobody is cleansing the land again. Nobody. Nobody is out there to cleanse the land again. But before, when they are cleansing the land, you see people, you see elders, you see spiritualists. When they take up things for cleansing, you see something like this. They have an omo in their mouth. And they are carrying something around the whole village. And they are casting the omo, using it to sweep, to cleanse. Maka na omo na-ekpochapụ ihe ọjọọ. The palm frond is used for spiritual cleansing. The palm frond is used for spiritual cleansing. It works very well for that. And then putting it in their mouth like this is another meaning on its own. You're not talking to me, I'm not talking to you. This is a solemn procession. Because there is something about greetings. There is something about greetings. That is why when you see people doing a solemn procession, you see that they have this on their mouth. Meaning speak to no one. Just do what you have to do. Because some people carry negative energy around. Sometimes you might just wake up in the morning and you greet somebody and you're going to have bad luck for the whole of the day. You're going to have a bad day because of getting in contact. Ordinary handshake you gave to somebody in good faith can put you in trouble. Ordinary hug you gave to somebody Ordinary good morning, you even greeted somebody you don't know, can actually put you in trouble. And you pick up a negative energy from that person. You pick up a negative vibe. So this is actually about sacredness. Sacredness is a solemn procession. And you see them putting this on their mouth. And they don't talk to you. And you don't talk to them. When you even see them, once an Igbo person or somebody might find a or a spiritual person sees them with this, you already know that I shouldn't be talking to this person. And whether I greet them from today or tomorrow, they are not talking to me. Because they are on a serious, important assignment. And they are on important spiritual assignments. If you go, but don't come on my post to do, you don't have data to watch video for 2 weeks now. Okay, anniversary follower, you've been following for long, but I don't like that you did that here. If you're going to beg for that, I will skip you, even if I see your comments there. Now, look at this. Solemn. When you see certain people carrying out rituals where they don't want to talk to anybody, you see them with the omo in their mouth. Now, that is one. When you see somebody tying this on their head, you also know that they are doing something. They are also on a spiritual assignment. Now, the reason you fear them, this is why I go against Christianity sometimes. Not as if what other people believe in should be my problem. But the point is that it makes you see everything that is African as evil. Things about yourself. But today, you went to your church with palm front to go and do triumphant entry. Today, the Omu is not evil to you. Today, the Omu is not evil. Today, you moved around with the Omu, singing Hosanna in the highest. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. That is what you were doing today. And today, the Omu is not evil. Today, it is sacred. Today, it is holy. After today, if you see your Omu anywhere else, it becomes evil to you. Now, that is a problem. Now, talking about things you can do with this Omo, other things, this Omo indicates that something is sacred and holy. It can mean a lot. When a land is in dispute on Igbo land, when a land is in dispute and the community decides to seize it, they send a priest or a priestess or the elders. They will use Omo and go around it. Nobody will step foot on that land. Nobody will step feet on that land to come and drag it again. Everybody will rest. Because when we were younger, there is something they call Ifo Odudo, keeping something sacred. You know, as children, we were rebellious. If you grew up in the village, you find out that children, usually we go on rampage. We go to steal fruits in people's compound. All those people that have their economic trees close to the road. Maybe you see mango tree, you see orange tree, that one that is close, all those ones that are hanging, we tend to go there to pluck it without informing the owner. No matter what, it is not good to pluck fruit in people's compound. Even when I'm collecting herb, once I see herb inside somebody's compound, even if nobody is around and I walk in, and I ask around and nobody is there, I will wait till the day I will see somebody there. And I will go and collect it. I will tell them, I want to collect this thing. So they will know and give you the permission. Because that herb is growing in their house. There is a reason that herb decided to grow there. And it didn't grow in your own house. There is a reason. And it is not your own. You didn't plant it. It is on somebody's land. So you take permission. But you know, children being rebellious, we try to go when someone is not there. So some of these older women, you know what they do? They get this Omo. You see an orange tree and they use Omo to tie around it. Or mango tree and they use Omo. Go and climb that tree to pluck any fruit and your body go tell you. Is it that you come down with itchy body, or you lick the fruit and you start having running stomach until you go to the owner of that tree to tell them, hey, mama, or Papa, I plucked fruit from this. Now this one is happening to me. Until you go there to confess, you're going to continue having issues. It is not coincidence. You're going to, because this person has used the spirit in the plant to keep guard. Do not cross. Do not touch. This is the African do not touch tape. Or do not cross tape. Oyibo will print tape, do not cross. They learned how to keep things sacred. I fit cross Oyibo or not. You see this one? Once an African person that understands what subsides it, they will not cross. Ignorance is not an excuse. You will enter trouble. You see somewhere they put omo and you go to enter. So once we see it on those trees, we do not cross. Or we see it in a farm, we do not cross. So this is our own do not cross tape. Once you see omo tied anywhere, do not enter that place. Especially when you don't know why it was kept there. Do not enter that place. Do not. You don't know what that things they did before tying the omo. Do not enter that place because you're just going to be walking into trouble. You're going to walk into trouble that might cost you a lot to get out of. So this is very sacred. Apart from being sacred, this is medicinal. It is good for diabetes too. You can boil this together with ginger. It is good for diabetes. I know some of you don't know it is medicinal too. It is good for diabetes. You boil it with ginger. It is good. Very good. Oyelaka kutunata sugar nogenaru. That is how medicinal it is. Or ife nsọ ka ọ bụ. Ife edolu nsọ ka ọ bụ. You see certain compounds. Apart from that, you can also use it to remove negative energy. Energy akacha mmadụ ọchụ. Use it and I picture the person. Somebody that has been touched by evil. Somebody that is under a spell. It will picture the person. It will nullify everything. It will nullify everything. It will picture. Or edema. So the use cannot be overemphasized. And you feel you have negative energy. You feel that you have negative energy that is stopping you or hindering you from doing certain things. You can pluck 7. 7 of these. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it in your bath water. Put it in your bath water. Overnight. Before you talk to anybody, use it to have your bath in the morning. And it will cleanse you. You can repeat this bath for 7 days and see the changes in your life. This is anything that comes from a palm tree is important. If I want to see nkwụ dị oke mkpa. Palm tree nkwụ is not a useless tree. Everything from the shoots to the roots is important. From the shoots to the roots. On another video, I will discuss about nkwụ. From the shoots to the roots, but today I'm just going to talk about this omu. It's very important. So, looking at this, you can still, if you're someone that prepares fortified soap, you can decide to burn it to ashes and add it to the soap. And you will see the efficacy more than other ones you've been preparing. It also opens doors, attracts favor. It does a whole lot of things. It does a whole lot of things. So get yourself an omo. And before you get omo, if it is not in your compound, please talk to the owners of the compound. Wafa, also share this video so that others can learn. Talk to the owners, so tell them you want to collect the omo. And if you're going to the nkwụ tree, grease the nkwụ tree. Even if you don't have anything, nkwụ na-eme ihe ike. Take even maybe the smallest bottle of hot drink. Take it and go. Grease the nkwụ tree and tell the nkwụ tree, you're using it for this, you're using it for that. And you empty the whole content there and take what you want to take. Nothing is free in this world. Even the air you breathe is not free. Because the moment you stop releasing your carbon dioxide, you're going to just die. Any day you decide to hold it back, I'm not giving it out again. I want to take only oxygen. You will choke. You will choke on it. So know it today that this is a sacred plant. Omo diokemba. Good for cleansing. Good for removing. You can hang it on your door for protection. You can hang it on your door. It's easy to make a twig. Use a twig. Something like this. Something like this. And you hang it on your door. Thanks for sharing that, chicks. You hang it on your door for protection. It is very important. Odemma. You can also hang this inside your car instead of chaplets. Or you can hang them together. It will still work. So the omo plant is very, very powerful. The omo is very, very powerful. If you have something, you have a land in dispute, and you are sure this land is your own. If you have a land in dispute, and you are very sure it is very sure before any spirit needs your for ejidogu, eji omo atu ogu. It is sure need your for. Need yogu. That is, you are not at fault. You are blameless. As far as that property is concerned, that is your own, and someone is trying to take it away from you, get this omo. Weria ubi oku one more no omo na anekwa. This is only they restrict it. Use it. Go round that court case teraka. Go around the land. Let that person enter that land. Or you can call a priest or priestess to do this for you. Okay, you put it around the land. Let that person come for that land. Let's see. As long as no man or boronkia. No ihena boronkia ko na zi weke that omo. You've drawn the boundary, the battle line. Let the person cross. That person is not going to try crossing because they know that this is no longer the normal. But if na court case, he's going to challenge you. 10 years, 15 years, grass is still there, the land. No development. Now go there, they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So this is good for protecting your property. Showing people their boundaries. This is spiritual fence. You no fence. You put it, nobody is going to cross. The spiritual fence. Anybody with evil intention, even coming in, this omo, if they are coming into the land, maybe to come and bury charm for you, this omo will nullify everything the moment they cross it. And it will start working on them. So honor these plants and understand its use, the sacredness. Because this plant is very, very important.